Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to our Bahamas part 2 of our 2014 FIFA World Cup qualification. We are in round 2, very suitable for part 2. And this is our group. We have Dominica, Canada and Puerto Rico. Dominica and Puerto Rico aren't that bad. It's Canada that is the problem. Remember, in this portion of qualifying, only one team can advance from each group into round 3, which is very annoying because I've been in this situation before and I've been knocked out. So can we upset this group a little bit by coming first and getting to round 3 and hopefully getting in one of these nice groups? So our first match is against Dominica away from home, and it is on world class. Not quite legendary yet, I'm not quite at that level, but we'll get there one day, as I've said plenty of times. Here we go then, away from home against Dominica. Now, a lot of people might be thinking that Dominica and Puerto Rico will be quite easy, whereas Canada will be quite tough, and you're right in thinking that Canada is going to be super tough, but Dominica and Puerto Rico are going to make it really difficult because these smaller teams, like we had in the first part, they're really tough to break down as a smaller team as well, because you're basically both on the same page and you've got to rely on some random chance to go through, and you know, you got to rely on scoring goals and stuff obviously, but like these teams are set up so defensively that it can turn into a very boring game. We had a decent time last time out in our first qualifying part for the Bahamas. We had a decent time, but of course it was just hard to score and hard to control the ball. Let's hope in this part that's not the case. Taken away, and it's a through ball. And Dominica shielding me very well there. And they got it, and they just clear it again. These games aren't going to be that exciting. I'm not very good at 2014, guys. Not like I am with 2010. So, yeah, it's going to be a hard slog, I think, to get goals in this one. There's a chance. And, oh my goodness, how did that stay out? We have it. And it's blocked again. And, that was a big chance. Edge of the box. Go on, drill it. Yes, and it's 1-0. Benabi has scored to make it 1-0 against Dominica, and well, that's perfect. Great attack by the whole team. Benabi finishes that off nicely, and yeah, we've taken the lead. I thought we were going to get blocked, but no, and it was a nice strike to take the lead. Go on. Good dribbling, and yes, we sold the keeper, and that is 2-0. It's Jean, or Jean, however you say it. He makes it 2-0, and that dribbling was so nice, especially to fool the keeper on that play. Dominica are 2-0 down to the Bahamas. Great goal there. And that's what I really wanted in this part, is just to be more clinical in front of goal. The first part was a little bit boring. This one has started off very strong though. So at half-time, away from home, we are 2-0 up on Dominica. Really well done, Bahamas. Just keep it up, keep scoring the goals, get the form right up, because I checked the schedule and we have to play the smaller teams first before we have to play Canada. So Canada's at the end of the campaign. So if we can rack up the points and hope, just pray that Canada drop points in between, we might be all right. Good ball. And that's a third. It's Sanfleur with the goal. And that is 3-0. Fantastic play by the Bahamas to break down Dominica again. And it's 3-0. Our biggest lead so far in this whole entire series. So, yeah, that's great. You know, keep going. Keep putting on the pressure. Like, beat them 6-0 if you have to. That's a good cross. Dominica. And they put it wide. That was a big chance to get at least one back. It's probably going to be the final corner of the game. Hauled across this one in. And headed wide there, unfortunately. But I'll take the 3-0. I'll take it. That is a great result starting out this group stage. And at half-time, I didn't show it, but Puerto Rico and Canada were drawing 1-1. So I'm hoping that both of those teams have dropped points with that draw, which would be great, obviously, if Puerto Rico could do that. Of course, it's still early days. Still got 5 games left to play, but great performance here. 3-0 against Dominica. And our next game will be against Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico just beat Canada by 2-1. Wow, what an upset by Puerto Rico. And wow, yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. That means we might have to watch out for them instead of Canada. So then, second match of this qualifying campaign is at home, and we are against Puerto Rico for this one. Puerto Rico, big win against Canada just a second ago, and of course us with a very good win over Dominica. Of course, Puerto Rico's win was much better than ours, considering the caliber of opposition. So they're going to be up for this game because they've got momentum, and if they beat us, then of course they'll go 3 points clear. Go on, this could be a good play. Thompson is running into the box and off the post. Oh, how unlucky was that from Thompson? We are still pushing though. Into the box and smashed in by Thompson. He got the goal finally after hitting the post. Thompson has smashed it in for 1-0 to the Bahamas. Come on. This is what we want. Clinicalness across the whole pitch. They were calling for offside there, but it clearly wasn't. And great goal. It's 1-0. Larson jumps over that tackle. Come on. Off the post. Oh, that was so unlucky again. Puerto Rico pressing. Delgado went for the shot. It's blocked. Great blocking there. I know that Puerto Rico aren't going to take this lying down. They've already beaten Canada. They could easily have us as well. Into the box. And it's saved. Go on. Yes. He got it, and it's Thompson again. A brace for Thompson just before half-time. And the way he ran in there to just effectively clean up the goalkeeper's mess was fantastic. Look at that. Brilliant. The way he ran in there, like, that's so good. And for that not to be offside is a miracle in itself. Sadly, Canada aren't losing at half-time. They are actually 2-0 up on Dominica. But I didn't really expect Dominica to actually do anything in that match. Great takeaway there by Sykes. And he could pass it into the middle. Yes. And it's saved. I don't know how we didn't score that, but we might have a second chance, and it's blocked again. And I don't know what's going on. Great defending by Puerto Rico in the end. Puerto Rico are going through, and they smashed it in. It's 2-1. It's Jones. Jones has scored for Puerto Rico to get one back. And come on, let's be careful here. They just managed to phase their way through and smash it in. Great play. And that's snuck in. That's 3-1. And that's Mitchell, the substitute, has scored to make it 3-1. Great play by Mitchell and the rest of the team. And it was just a nice finish. Great passing. I just noticed that it went through someone's legs, like, on purpose. So, yeah, great little dummy to shake the defence. And that is going to be it. We have won by 3-1 over Puerto Rico. Great result for the Bahamas, especially when Puerto Rico shocked Canada in the last game. So we have got 6 points, and the rest of the group, apart from Dominica, should have 3 as well. So we got a nice tiny lead. I'd like to extend it. Of course, our next 2 games are against these 2 nations again, Dominica and Puerto Rico. And then after that, we've got to play Canada twice in a row, which can be very, very difficult. It's looking good, the form so far, but we need to remain consistent here against Dominica. The Baja boys, as they like to be called in the Bahamas, are looking very strong. I'm just worried about the 2 games at the end, the Canada games. They can be so tough. We could easily win all our games and then drop the 2 games against Canada and still not qualify. That would be so harsh. Go on. This is good. Crossed in and it went to absolutely no one. It was a great chance to maybe just get an easy goal. Good play. And the shot is blocked. It's going to be a corner. It hasn't been the half that I wanted so far. We can't seem to control the ball. It's very, very frustrating when, you got good form and then the team just goes, nah, not going to control the ball, not going to do anything. Sorry, not going to do anything. Dominica have been very good at keeping the ball in this game. They know that their campaign is literally on the line. If they lose this game, it's probably like over. Well, this half has barely had anything. Barely had anything. It's just typical of this game to do this, you know. You have two good matches, you play the same teams again, and what happens? They just be the most irritating players and teams imaginable. Trying to get through here. It's just not letting me, and that is a goal kick. The guy would not get out of the way. It is just absolutely awful. 65 minutes of this. Unbelievable. It's a good ball, but unfortunately, Dominica get it, and again, it's just, it feels scripted. Like, it just feels so scripted that Dominica have done absolutely nothing. Nothing of value at all. And they just hold us like this. No, this match has been dead. Absolutely dead. Get your refunds. Get your refunds. Dominica, they're going through. And, oh my goodness, how are we not defending that? This is shocking by the Bahamas. Awful. Absolutely terrible. There was no highlights. Look at them. They're clapping and, oh my goodness, get off the pitch. Like, how are you even, like, celebrating that? When Canada have just banged Puerto Rico 4-0 and you guys have drawn against the worst team in the group, you're basically being a charity by giving them that points. Oh, so after that awful match, we've got Puerto Rico away from home. Can we be better or will we be worse? If we drop points again, then Canada will probably win the group. Because, well, they got to play us twice. And can you see us beating Canada after we failed to have a decent shot against Dominica? I hate that about this game so much. Like, I beat them 3-0 in the first game. Then you come up against them again. And, like, I kind of get it in a way because I guess it learns or something like that. I don't know how advanced the technology is or whatever, but I'm guessing like they get form and stuff like that, so obviously they're going to get a tiny bit stronger, but it's just so frustrating. Like, they played that bad. Like, if they were actually going to score, then do it. But they didn't. They only did something until the 90th minute where they put me under pressure. Through ball. Here comes Jean or Jean. And, oh yes, it's spilled in. Come on, that was so lucky. It was a really bad type of shot, but it doesn't matter. He scored, and that is 1-0 to the Bahamas. That's what we want. That's what I wanted against Dominica. It was a bad shot, like I said, but the goalkeeper completely spilled it, and it's gone in the back of the net. That's 1-0, and that's kept our campaign somewhat alive at the moment. Tell you what, the AI on this game, like it does not mess around. It's got to be one of the hardest World Cup games I've ever played. The only game that could probably come close to it is maybe Euro 2008 or Euro 2012 for the ball back. We're having a better time here against Puerto Rico for sure. A way better time. We are controlling the ball better. And again, the goalkeeper spilled it, and Sunflower has scored to make it 2. And, well, we're running away with it already. Great play. And that's the third. Larson. And we're making up for all the lost goals that we had. Well, could have had in the last game if we had actually played well. Even with half-star teams, it's just really hard to tackle them sometimes. Look at this. He was shielding that and they scored from it. That's 3-1. And Ramos has scored for Puerto Rico. I mean, we didn't get in front of that at all. It was lazy defending. There was like 3 people in front of that man that crossed it in. And still, he got the cross off. It's going to be a free kick to Puerto Rico on the edge of the box. They're going to go for it. And that's gone in. It's 3-2. Oh my goodness. We're going to throw this away, aren't we? Arietta. What a free kick. But my goalkeeper couldn't keep it out. And that is 3-2. The finesse shot, oh, it just goes over and wide. And that is going to be half-time with the score of 3-2. I did not expect this. We were 3-0 up. And now Puerto Rico are starting to claw it back. I don't understand how we're this bad at, like, keeping possession of the ball. It feels like the ball is not a part of my player when it's at the player's feet. Feels like the ball is just completely its own entity, which I get it's supposed to be, but It just feels like it's got a mind of its own and just wants to be away from my players half the time. Go on. Oh, just agonizingly wide there by Saint-Fleur. We need another goal just to put a cushion on this game. It's a good ball. It's Thompson. Oh, just wide. Again, he didn't control that well enough for me to actually sprint away, so I had to shoot. Approaching the 90th minute, well, the end of the game, I should say, and, yeah, we've done enough. Although, I wasn't really impressed by the fact that we conceded 2 goals. We could get another one. No, we don't there. But it's okay. We have won by 3 goals to 2. It was a great game. Puerto Rico scored some nice goals as well as us. So, yeah, we have 2 more games remaining, and they are the harder games. It's both against Canada. As Canada are only 1 point behind us, we are top. They are second, so it's basically me versus them. If we keep drawing against them, then of course that's a good thing, because it means that we might win the group depending on the other nations in that group. Let me just have a look at the table. So yeah, we have 10 points. Even if Puerto Rico win their last 2 games against Dominica, they can only get 9 points. So we are safe from that, but we are not safe from Canada. So either keep drawing against Canada or get a shock win against them. We're good. So our first match is going to be at home against Canada. The strikers are on form, but the defense have gone back to neutral, which isn't great. Well, I guess we conceded 2 goals against Puerto Rico, so I guess we lost a bit of form there. 2014 is really brutal with the form system. It'll be like you win 3-2, but like all your defensive stats will go down into like neutral or even negative. And I get it, it's like quite realistic in a way, but man, is it brutal. Maybe because of the difficulty I'm playing on, maybe it's more strict. Here we go though, against Canada for this match. The Bahamas have had time to rest, and hopefully they can get a shock win against the Canadians here. But don't count on it, let's just say that. Here comes Jean for the Bahamas. Can he cross it in? He can, but it wasn't a great cross. We've had a lot of possession though for the first 16 minutes. Oh, that's a mistake. And we're going on through, but we cannot seem to run fast enough. I get it. It's Canada. We're not going to outpace them. It's a through ball. And here comes Saint-Fleur. Go for it. And it's saved. Great save by the Canadian goalkeeper. It's going to be a corner. Approaching the 45th minute. And we're doing well, but we just keep getting dispossessed so easily. We don't have time to move on the ball. Of course, I know it's Canada, but it's just so difficult. And oh my god, man, that's got to be offside, surely. Thank you. Thank you. Like, seriously, every time, just marginally offside. Marginally. But, yeah, every time we have the ball, we don't have enough time to control it and move it. It's going to be difficult anyway against Canada. But I've noticed this with the Bahamas a lot in this run. They keep, like, miscontrolling it. And that's the ball. Can we go for it? Oh, it just agonizingly goes wide. It's a good ball. Crossed in and... oh, great save. Hold on. Oh, that was a terrible shot. Why is that going so wide? Oh, frustration. We've had lots of shots. Canada have only had like 1. I mean, this team's playing very well. And here we go. Sheen. Oh my goodness, off the post, man. I just can't deal with this. Post hit after post hit after post hit. How do you get so accurate whilst being so inaccurate, if you know what I mean? We're so good at hitting the post. Well, it's full time and it's 0-0. I thought that we could have got something out of that game, especially when we hit the post and had a lot of shots against Canada. We're at home, so of course that might have had a factor. Canada coming to the Bahamas, hostile atmosphere and stuff like that. That's probably why we played so well. Now we've got to go away from home in our final game to decide our fate. Will we go through to the 3rd round? or will we get eliminated? So the Bahamas will travel away from home against Canada. Only 2 players are now on form, and that's the strikers. So we're starting to slide a little bit away. I mean, a draw against Canada surely deserves form as a team like Bahamas. The game to decide it all is Canada against the Bahamas. Again, this time we are away from home in hostile territory. And you have to think that realistically Canada should be winning this game. This game is literally like 3 days after we played our last match against Canada. So stamina is going to be a real problem. So through ball. And Canada are going through. No, they're not. Great tackling. Remember, a draw is enough to go through. It is enough. But will we get it? Probably not. Pumped up field by Canada. Hopefully that goes off the pitch. The less highlights, the better in this situation. Especially from Canada's point of view. I just don't want anything from Canada. Bahamas. Trying to look for an opening. It's really difficult. Real difficult to do anything here because Canada are just chasing us down so well. It's so difficult. We have to be that team that's just so frustrating, and I hate it because I hate playing like that for a start. And well, if we do it and we mess up, then of course it leaves us vulnerable at the back, and we got it. Great avoidance, but this is going to be offside, isn't it? No, oh, okay, it is. Okay, well, we're wasting time bit by bit. It's a through ball. And that almost resulted in a disaster. That would have been so annoying to concede that. It's going to have to be a triple substitution for the Bahamas to try and keep the fitness and stamina up. Out to Sealy. Crosses that in. And that's just agonizingly close. We've still got 10 minutes to play and we are being irritating as possible. There's been no highlights in this game whatsoever. Just me talking and hoping that we can do something. Bahamas just need one more. No, they don't. We've drawn against Canada again and we have completely sucked the life out of this game to go through to the next round. There was nothing Canada can do. Just like Dominica did against us, we completely bored the hell out of this home crowd, and Canada will crash out of World Cup qualifying in the second round, whereas the Bahamas will go through to the third round. You got to do what you got to do. You have to. And yeah, I mean, we were okay in that game. It's just obviously just a tad boring. So that is pretty much a final table. I mean, the Puerto Rico result doesn't matter at all. It doesn't change anything, but the Bahamas will go through to the third round. Alright then, so before we go into round 3, let's just review round 2. We already know our group, but let's have a look at the others. So in Group A, Cuba went through very convincingly in that group with 18 points. In Group B, we have Bermuda going through over Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana to advance to round 3. Well done, Bermuda. Bermuda are quite a good team on this game, though, to be fair, so doesn't surprise me that much. In Group C, we have Honduras going through over Panama, either on head-to-head or on goal difference. Let's have a look. Goal difference, by the looks of things. Honduras had a better goal difference by 1. In Group E, it was Guatemala, again, quite convincingly in that group. And in Group F, we have Haiti going through with 15 points to set up a round 3 like this. So our group is Costa Rica, Montserrat, and Honduras. That is an extremely tough group. Very, very tough. I don't think the Bahamas will be getting through in that group. I mean, I'll have to pull it out the bag to go to the final round. In Group B, you have Jamaica, Mexico, Cuba, and Bermuda. Again, you'd expect Jamaica and Mexico to go through. And in Group A, it's a little bit more open with Curacao, United States, Guatemala, and Haiti. Of course, United States should be topping that group. And that is going to be your second part of your Bahamas World Cup 2014 qualifying run. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then please give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.